In today's video I explore a 60-foot waterfall and not one, not two, but 3 different caves. Some wide and some very tight. I mean very, very tight. Will I make it through without getting stuck? So we're starting off in Langcliffe, just outside Settle. And I think we're going to start off by heading down this little lane. Just with Adam today. I can't lie, the sun's come out and I am pretty warm right now, but we've got quite a nice path down here, just following this wall track. With just quite good views looking out everywhere, to be honest. Pretty sure that's Ingleborough over there in the very distance you can see. Pretty out of practice. I've not done a walk since Grasmere, and that was 3 weeks ago. This is absolutely killing me off. Definitely sweating already. Fair pull up here, but what a view we've got looking out over there. So I don't think I already mentioned it, but the waterfall we're going to is called Catrigg Force. There's also multiple different caves. On the map there's maybe about 6. There's 3 main ones I think, which is Jubilee, Victoria and Attermire cave. So we're going to try find them 3, and anything else is just an extra bonus. That's Pennygent you can see over there just in the distance. And we're just going to follow this path and we're about 1/3 of a mile away from Catrigg Force. Right fellas. It's like breathing its nostrils at me. We've just adopted a herd of cows. If they were in the same field I wouldn't be acting this confident, to be honest. I mean they don't quite look like full-size cows though. Well, there's a stream down there, so I'm pretty sure this is the right way, and then we have to come back up here and then back over there. So there it is from up above. I'm scared of dropping my camera because it is a drop and a half down there. It's 60-foot drop, and it's weird because it starts from such a peaceful stream over here. You wouldn't really suspect that it's going to turn into a 60-foot drop off here. I don't want to get too close to the edge, and there's a lot of flies. But look at that, 60-foot drop off there. I know I've only repeated it about 10 times, but quite impressive and also quite scary to be stood on the edge. But a really impressive ravine that you can see. I assume the water's just carved out all that rock. There you go, that's a better angle of it from the front. Pretty impressive, and I can only imagine what it's like when there's been a lot of rainfall and there's loads of water coming down. I'm not really sure how this compares to what it's usually like, whether there's slightly less water. I don't think there's more than usual, but there could be slightly less. It's weird, this bit here, it literally looks like a slide. Like, it looks quite smooth with all the moss going down it. But I imagine that you'd end up quite badly injured if you tried to slide down it. Look at that, that is incredible from down here. You can really appreciate the drop. And talking of drops, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a sub and leave a like. It really does help out the channel, I'd really appreciate that. You've got that little cave bit just under there, and you've got the waterfall up there with the sun just shining down. It looks amazing. There you go, what an amazing waterfall it is. And it's just kind of nestled away. You wouldn't really know it was here. Just walking over the open moorland, and all of a sudden there's just this huge drop just in this woodland ravine. There's Adam, he's going to go for a jump. Honestly, you probably could jump in from here, because I don't know if you can tell how deep that is, but like, it's at least, even just here is about 2 foot deep. In the outside could be 3 or 4 foot deep, so right in the middle you're probably looking easily deep enough to not be able to stand up in. So there you go, that's Catrigg Force. Already that makes it like an amazing walk, just how impressive that is. But let's not forget, we've still got probably at least 3 caves to go explore, so there's plenty left in this video, so make sure you keep watching. So since we left the waterfall, we've joined onto this road. We've just been following it along. We've just come over the cattle grid, and now we're onto this nice easy green path, and this is going to take us to the cave. We've just come off the main path to go up to this gate, which should be the first cave, which is Jubilee Cave. So there we go, there's our first cave, or first couple of caves. Look how little room there is here. I don't know where the bottom is either. But it's quite a drop down here. At least like 4 foot, I'd say. Oh wait, I'm stood on some. Oh, it's rocking. Right, I'm making it. It is a squeeze though. Right. Oh. Bro, that is a squeeze and a half. There we go. Yeah, I'll grab it. Woo! That really is a squeeze coming down there, Jesus. And I don't know why people have left all that rubbish there. That is just not good at all. Yeah, you're nearly touching bottom, about a foot off. There you go, that's nearly the bottom. Just make sure you got your feet steady. There we go, right. There's little holes coming out from different places, but there's not much room. Yeah, I can probably get through. It'll be like crouching or sliding on our ass. So we're halfway through this little bit here and it is very tight. Okay, I'm trying to get the torch on my face. It's really tight. Basically, we've got to like slide on our arses just through it and hopefully make it to that line down there. It looks like it widens out a bit in a minute. Here's Adam coming through. You can see it's tight. Just try it. Whoa! My foot just fully slipped down here. It's muddy in here. I'm just going to go down here and then hopefully come out at the main entrance. So there's the exit. I'm pretty sure we made it into this little bit where we can actually stand up. It's probably about 7 foot tall in here, in just this little chamber. We've just come kind of down there. You probably can't see it very well, honestly. You're going to have to come to this spot if you want to really see how interesting it is. It's one of those ones that's just tricky to pick up on camera, unfortunately. But I think it's time to go out with this cave. We've just come into this other one, and it does, apparently Adam said he's not too sure about it. It looks like you can go through, but it gets tighter. So that's looking back out, which, let me get some focus on that so you can actually see it. That's looking back out, which looks pretty cool. Just looking back out of there with that view. I've just had a look further down here, and you'd have to be on your stomach or like crawling on your back, and it is muddy. So I think we might pass up on this one. We've still got a few more caves to explore though. Right, so I've been using this really little torch. I bought like this really cheap head torch, like the cheapest head torch. And I've used my phone and look how much better you can see. So I'm sorry about that. You can see a bit down there now. It goes far in and now I've got this torch, it's a lot better. I'm kind of tempted, you know. It doesn't look too wet, to be fair. Shall we go for it?
Let's go.
And that's the verdict. Look how much better you can see me now. So that's the verdict. We're going to go for it. We don't know how far. We might turn back after we've gone in like a minute and just say it's not worth it, but we're going to give it a go. Right, so that's what we've got. I'm just laid down in it. And it doesn't really, it looks like it goes to maybe a dead end. So I've got a bit of the way down, but as you can see, it's pretty sketchy. I'm literally laid on the floor here. Something just fell in my mouth. A bit of mud just fell in my mouth. I think we're maybe going to turn back because it looks like it just goes to a dead end, but if you did want to come yourself and explore it, definitely do. So there we go, that's them explored. I'm pretty sure they're Bat Cave and Jubilee Cave. So we just followed that track down, and just before we reached the gate, just there, we've followed this path, the footpath sign. We'll go up here and this is going to take us to our next cave. So we've just kind of come to a fork in the path and we've taken a left. We think there's maybe just a little one up there, so we're going to go have a look at it. What's that? There's like a gate in it. I assume to stop you going in. Honestly, I thought that was just going to be no cave at all here, but there is a cave and it's quite a good one, but unfortunately it's apparently too unsafe to go in, so I think we are going to have to leave it. But yeah, pretty interesting. Hopefully the next one isn't like this as well. But yeah, what a cool spot for a cave, just looking out over here and bang, just that cave there. Just unfortunate we can't go in it. There you go, Adam said he could sleep in there. Yeah, you're just about fit. I suppose if you stuck a sleeping bag in there though, it'd be alright. It might not be too bad at all. So we are supposed to be on that path, but we've kind of just taken a little shortcut from the last cave. And we can see this one, and this one looks like the biggest one yet, so this could be pretty lit. The biggest one's over there, but we're going to try out this one or two little small ones. They might be too small to even go in. We'll have a little look though. But quite impressive cliffs here. It's also quite scary to think that you're going to be going under that and that could just fall down on you, but let's not think about that too much. So we've just come down here and it does look tight down there. I don't know though. I can maybe go have a little look and see. When it's tight just coming through this bit. Oh. I don't know, it's tight. I might have to try give it a go maybe. This is probably not the best angle, but I'm halfway down it and it's pretty claustrophobic in here. I'm not really usually claustrophobic, but this is quite tight. But it does look like it maybe opens up a tiny bit down there. So I might go down and have a look. But there's a breeze in here and it's really strange. There's like a strong wind coming through from somewhere. So I'm just at the tightest part now. You can see My legs are squashed together and I'm going to have to squeeze through this. And there's such a breeze, but it looks like it opens up in there. So we're going to get in there. Right, let's go. Oh, it is tight, bro. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I should have definitely zipped up my coat. I'm getting my... Oh, are we good? Nearly. It's way bigger for here. So we're in here now, we're nearly in. We can stand up in a minute. Adam's just got to come through. He's got to come through that bit. I'm on my belly, you can see how close. I'm just like resting up on my arms. You can see how close the roof is to my head. Absolutely crazy. But I'm having fun. And here we go. These rocks are hurting me. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Into the main bit. What a squeeze that is. Jesus, I'll get Adam coming through 1 second. There we go, here's Adam coming through. Coming out with a fucking... Watch your head on that bit just to your left that's coming through. It's uncomfortable, isn't it, on rocks? Right, you're nearly through. I'm just gonna get down here. So yeah, we could have come through there, but we wouldn't have had the enjoyment of coming through all that. That is a tight squeeze up there. But we did it. So let's go. I can't tell because it's like such a big space, but like it's a decent way in here, so we're going to see how far we can get through. So there we go, we're in this bit here and it's quite a big space. It's decent, but amazing is this, just how many caves there is around here. Yeah, so this bit's really weird. There's just a big flat roof, which is not that high really. I can't stand up properly in here. As you can see, I'm kind of like crouched down and it is quite muddy on the floor, but this is great fun, is this. I really recommend this. If you like going for a little adventure and explore, this is definitely a great walk. There we go, what a view you get out there. So as you can see, it is pretty tight here. I might just try shuffle my way through. Just gonna try shuffle my way through. Just to get this little bit. Oh. Just to see if there's anything. Oh my god, it's tight. It is. I'm getting the worst video ever here, but very tight in here. I just want to see what's here. So I'm not sure what you can see, but it kind of just goes down a little drop, and then there's other little bits which you can't really see, but I don't think it really is going to anywhere. So if I can, got to turn around. My feet are like struggling to even turn around because there's not much room in here at all. That's what I've just squeezed through. Look at that. There's loads of birds outside, loads of crows just flying about. The one that just flew over our head from out of here a minute ago. So I just climbed at that little bit there and we're kind of back to the entrance to the cave. But look at that, what a view you get looking over there. I'm just going to go over there and sit with Adam though. There we go, we're quite high up here, I don't know, 20 foot? Maybe even, yeah, definitely 20. Just got one more cave to find, which could be a bit difficult to find, is Attermire cave. So we're going to try find that one. So there we go, it does say it's very fragile and don't go over this barrier, but we technically never went over the barrier. We just went kind of around there and ended up at the other side of the barrier. So yeah, that's how big it is from the outside. That is a decent sized cave. So it's just started to rain now, which I'm not really complaining about because it's still quite warm. This looks like the path we're looking for, left path, just before the big green path. And it didn't word exactly like that, but just before the big green path turns downhill. So I'm going to follow this up and hopefully we'll find this one. Adam has just spotted this, which at first looks like nothing, but if you come around here, it is a squeeze. It looks like you can maybe get in. It looks like a big squeeze, but I'm willing to have a little exploring and see if this is the one. So as you can see, we have squeezed through this tiny little gap just behind Adam. Tiny gap. And there's this big kind of rock, slippery wet rock, which is quite, it's steep. And it goes up, it does look like it opens up there. I might just get to the base of it and see if it's worth risking or not. So we are just going to leave this little bit because it's very tight to even fit through that in the first place. And then to climb up that is just probably verging on insane, but we're not going to give up yet. This might not actually be the Attermire cave, so we're going to keep going and see if we see anything else. Oh my god. I don't know how I got through. Whoa. Oh. So it said you leave the path and just go up to a grassy ledge, And I wonder if that is it just there, if there's something kind of tucked away. I'm hoping it is, fingers crossed. So we're walking over to that other bit and Adam's just seen this, so we're going to give this a go first. Look at that. This is mad. Promising? No, I'm still coming round anyway. So there's nothing round here unfortunately, we've still got that other place to try and we get a great view looking out over here. But we've still got just over there to try. We've just walked all the way along this ledge, or I have, and Adam's been exploring up there. And this looks like it. I'm just going to walk around here slowly. But this looks like it. This is definitely it. Finally found it. God, that was tricky to find. Definitely the most difficult one. But I'll wait for Adam, then we'll go have an explore. Look at that for a view out there. It just looks so good when you're in a cave, looking out on a view. I don't know why, it just makes it look just so good. So this is inside the final cave, and it's quite high, and at the moment quite wide. It's just really weird. There's like hay on the floor. It's quite good though, is this one. Like you can just never see quite as well on the camera. But big walls either side here, and apparently you can go a fair way into this one, which I'm quite scared of, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Honestly, this is probably the best cave yet. It's just so crazy, all the rock formations up, and we've gone in quite a way. I don't know why this pipe though, it's like scaring me because I keep thinking it's like a big snake slithering through. But we're going to keep going. So we've gone through here for a fair way, definitely the furthest we've been into a cave. And it does get pretty tight down here. Adam's a bit apprehensive. He's scared. But there is like a pool down here somewhere in here apparently. But it does look quite tight. I'll keep you updated with what we decide. But I've already just come through kind of all this. And it is getting achy by having to crawl through. So I've made this tiny little pool, which is quite interesting. You probably kind of see it. It is dark in here. And there is even maybe a little way you can go up there, which I'm not going to do. That was scary enough as it is. Quite high in here, but yeah. Just a weird pool of water that you can see. And there is even another way, which if I can get over that, even another way all the way down there, but not for today. I'm already like pretty scared that I'm this deep into a cave, so we're gonna head back out now. There we go. Wow, that was an adventure and a half. And look what we've come out to, rain. Jesus Christ. I was pretty scared when I was in there. Wow, and it's absolutely chucking it down now. So we just got to finish off the walk, but we're gonna have a bite to eat first. So I was just reading the route I've got, and in the book it said a really interesting fact. It said back at one of the other caves we went to before, they'd actually found loads of prehistoric kind of Iron Age, or maybe Stone Age, I can't remember, artifacts. But even more interesting was the fact that they found bones from large animals such as hippos and rhinos. And it's just crazy to me to think that once upon a time, hippos and rhinos used to kind of roam this area. Just need to make our way down to that gap in the wall, and then we're going to head back somewhere on that green path and then go right, and we'll be back at the car. So let's get going. So just for reference, there's the gap in the wall. You need to come up. We came along from that way. Come up and then you can get to this little bit, which is like a bit of a path, and you head up and you'll reach it. I've got 20 seconds of recording, so I'm going to have to be really careful with what I record now, but really impressive rock formations all there. But I just wanted to show this incredible view you get looking back up to the cave we've just been in. That's it for this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, drop a sub, and I'll see you in the next video.